Yes, 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 yes. Yes, indeed. DK Racing Fan 71J70. How are you guys? You are the Clank. Sorry for the slightly late start there, long intro. I was trying to. I decided I was like, oh, maybe I'll throw up my green screen, but it's not properly lit, so you're stuck with this background. I'm sorry, but it'd be fun to get back to green screen. I might just get one of those ones that fits on the back of your chair. Go from there, and we're back on YouTube and D Live. Hopefully it's a great thing. Games Fest? Yeah, we'll be doing Games Fest at 2 p.m., baby. So I got the review code for this game. Oh, last night? No. 2 days ago? Huh. Yeah, basically, I got like a streaming code for it. So I played the motherfucking shit out of it yesterday. And I beat the game in about... I have 15 episodes. 14 of them are half an hour. So that's 7 hours. And then I have a 1 hour episode. So the game takes about 8 hours if you just go straight through. And then you can double back and you can do a lot of the side stuff. I reviewed it. Of course I fucking finished it. Yeah, it's already done. And now we're going back into it, baby. That's true. Although... I hadn't played a lot of Ratchet games before, so... I'd only played... Holy crap, that's loud. I'd only ever played the PS4 remake, which I was watching an interesting video by this guy named... I think it's called The Gaming Brit or something. What's his name? The Gaming Brit Show. And his video is called How Ratchet Lost Its Edge, the 2002 original versus the 2016 reboot. And he makes some interesting points about how the story is totally changed in the reboot to make it like more kid-friendly, more in line with the movie, and they just kind of remove all the character arc stuff. D-Live woot! Hey buddy, you want some D-Live lemons? I think I have a whole bunch of fucking lemons saved up. Yeah, it's true. It was fun. It was fun to just dive into a game and play the fuck out of it. Stella was gone the whole day. I played from 8 a.m. to like midnight and then did the review. So I didn't go to bed till like 4:30 a.m. last night. Making stupid thumbnails and all that shit. But this was a nice opportunity to get a game out there a little quicker. So why not? Okay, I'm looking for my D-Live dashboard so I can give a lemon to this guy. D-Live. I must log in. I am logging in. Okay. Alright, you want some lemons? Big man? Distribute rewards. Add lemons. Okay, I want to add 5,000. I'll add 500 lemons. Submit. Okay. D-Live is another streaming platform. It's actually a very high quality streaming platform in terms of like the actual quality of the video and stuff. Looks good. Let's see. Okay, now I will distribute the rewards. Okay, so in 30 seconds a bunch of lemons are going to come out for some reason. How many do I have? I have 859. So I just gave away half of my lemons. Play it through Alan Wake yourself. Fool. Okay, it is time. Final playing time 9 hours. Love it. 9 hours. What a great amount of time to spend on a game. You know? That is beautiful. I like it. I don't want to spend a lot of time on a game anymore. Well, hard to say. No. I mean, if the game has something to bring you back, sure, absolutely, yeah, I love it. But if it's just there to make it longer, like Final Fantasy VII Remake is not. What did that end up being? 30 hours? It is not a 30-hour game. But there's... I hope you like playing in the sewers. And we're going to charge you $30 for another 2 chapters. Or another 1 chapter. I don't know if I want to give them $25, $30 to play 3 hours of the Yuffie story. I don't really like the writing style in Final Fantasy VII Remake. At all, actually. I don't like anything they add. I like seeing the original game brought to life. But this isn't going to be anything from the original. This is just going to be more like crazy stuff. I don't care about canon. I care about good writing. Canon is not important to me. It can be not canon and really good. And I'm happy. It could be canon and not what I'm into. Is it going to be Yuffie talking about... You know what would be great is if Yuffie came in and she just shat all over all this Destiny stuff. Ah, what the fuck? I just had a dip. You know, all this time we've been streaming just on Twitch, never had a dip. And now I go back to restream and I have a little dip. Although I was streaming at 7,000, so we'll go to 6,500. But that could be an issue. That could be an issue. Okay, let's test out this recording. See if we can do it all at the same time. Yuffie's really cute in the remake. I'm sure, and I'm sure they probably changed her age to like 12. She's so cute. I always wondered with Restream, how can you do that? How can you take my one signal and split it to a bunch of others and not charge me very much money for it? What's going on? There's some kind of danger. Perhaps. Not danger, but you know what I mean? Like there's got to be a reason they can do that. Okay. Oh, I reviewed Cruella not DeVille. Well, her name is Cruella DeVille. The movie Cruella and Incredible Hulk with Matthew Owen last night. Alrighty, I can delete some of these. Dirge of Cerberus characters make a comeback. Yeah, so I think like for fans of Dirge of Cerberus and the Final Fantasy VII Anthology, they're pumped. They're like, what the fuck? We get more of these games? And fans people who just, there's a whole group of people like me that just played the original and didn't like any of that other stuff. And they're like, oh, cool, you're remaking the original? Oh, you're remaking it. Because you're a retard. Alright, let's do it. You heard this game is good? This game here? Alright. Ratchet and Clank are rift apart. I have no experience with the PS2 games. But I played a few hours of the PS4 remake and thought it was pretty. It was fine. I didn't really get invested in it, and I stopped playing it. I played through this. I played 1 hour 2 days ago at night when I got the streaming code, after all the review codes had been put out. And then I decided to review it, so I played it all the rest of the like 8 or 9 hours yesterday to complete it, and then stayed up all night to make a review. To what end? Personal satisfaction. There's a little kid in me that always wanted to be a game reviewer and get the game code and just play all day. That's what it was for. And I enjoyed that. The game, like, looks-wise, is so bloody stunning. The way it uses the controller is a masterpiece. The pacing of the game. There are so many set pieces in this game. It's like, you know Uncharted, how you feel like you're in a movie and it's constantly exciting and then up and down and puzzles and exploring. It is... this blows the amount of set pieces in Uncharted away. And the way you're constantly being thrown through dimensions, and now you're skating on something, and now you're wall riding, and now you're riding this animal, and now there's a gigantic boss, and it's incredible. And then the combat and the gameplay is like very solid. The guns are really fun to unlock. Well, it's really fun to get more guns because the guns are so good. Okay, there we go. I guess I only did 61% of it, but I finished it. 12:45. And then I wrote the review and then recorded it, and then I added a bunch of video footage to make it a video review. Okay, Matt, shut up. A balanced choice for experienced players. Maybe I'll play on the harder one now. What was this one? You unlock a challenge mode. What's this? Challenge mode. Okay, we'll do a new one. You have to start from a new stream. That's a new save. That's part of the embargo. Aggressiveness, damage. See, I don't like it when the enemies just have more damage. That's not fun. Aggressive, yes, that would be great. But I'm gonna stick on this one. So you've got your 60 frames per second with ray tracing. This is what I played at. I recorded the whole game. No commentary walkthrough for that. Alternate 60, where you remove the ray tracing for more resolution. And then you've got the 30 frames with ray tracing, enhanced lighting, scene density, and 4K. I would never want to play a game like this in 30 frames per second. So I'm definitely going to go with this one. This worked well for me. Croatian text. Why is that there? Are they Croatian? Higher damage means you need to use the resources more carefully. I guess so, yeah. You do run out of ammo. You have to constantly swap through weapons. This game is your childhood, but PS5 isn't exactly everywhere, and it's so hard to avoid spoilers. Well, the embargo says don't spoil anything. Spoiler tag it. And also, what else do they say? Oh yeah, they actually want you to like put out the game in the time it would take people to play it, which is, I figured like a couple hours a day, but I've already seeing people being like full walkthrough or just all the cutscenes. Yeah, for games I don't want to be spoiled on, I stay off social media. This game I have no history with, so I wasn't worried about spoilers. The story, for the most part, can seem kind of childish, but there are some nice jokes, and then there's also.
Report to your nearest intake facility immediately. We promise nothing nefarious will befall you. We promise.
The music is so Star Wars.
Resistance members, report to the VIP section of your nearest intake facility for compulsory behavioral modification.
It'll be fun. I love that line. It'll be fun.
Your suit seems to be working nicely, blending right in. There is the assistant, and there is the infobot. Whew, masterful work. Now get out of there and decrypt that thing.
Where is the infobot?
Your ship is up ahead. Where are you going?
We need a hero. Fuck you. Smash that glass into his face!
Hey, it's okay. See? Just me. Rivet? Shh. Gotta go. Here, it'll help you get home. I designed it to be one size fits all, so it should. Thank you.
Could that? How was that going to fit on his head? Don't worry about that. We're not going to animate that. Imagine all that glass from his helmet just getting driven into his skull and face with the hammer.
I mean, we haven't done anything heroic in years. What if everyone thinks we're washed up? Oh, what if we are washed up?
Luckily, we will not need to perform any heroics. Unless you count smiling and waving.
Right.
Give a big welcome to the Grand Marshals of our parade, Ratchet and Clank! I, Captain Copernicus Leslie Quad, will be your host.
With me, Skin Mars. And Rusty Paint.
So,
Wow, haven't seen these guys in ages.
I mean, the detail in these scenes, like the amount of life and personality they put everywhere and the way it looks,
This is a pretty big turnout.
is bloody phenomenal.
All of these years,
There's-
it is exciting.
Yeah, it is, huh?
There's so many environments you just like fly through so fast where I just wanted to stop and actually look at everything going on. But they don't linger on anything. They just make it and go through it. Like they're cutthroat in how fast they move you through it. They don't fall in love with their own game.
And ending with a surprise gift from Clank to Ratchet.
Oh dear. Must he tell the entire galaxy?
Wait, a gift? For what?
Oh, you will see. It is awaiting us at the front of the parade route.
Well, we better get moving then.
It all starts on planet Belt with Ratchet, a restless tinkerer, hungry for adventure.
They said it looks more like the actual PS2 one. Bit more narrow in the face, the big eyes.
That night, Clank ship came crashing from the night sky. Ratchet rescued the defective warbot, and the rest is intergalactic history.
So I assume this is like full of nostalgia and Easter eggs for the people that played the originals. I don't see a lot of what could be an Easter egg, but I don't know.
And now, our heroes will clear this festive barricade. Who could forget the Blarg invasion of Kurwa? Show the crowd some of those world-class sharpshooting skills. At last, the Hall of Heroes is safe. Hey, I think I found the wombat! What is this supposed to be a reenactment of? We got the bounty on your head, wombat!
Ratchet, I do not believe this is part of the show.
Whoa. Yep, real bullets.
Fuck these guys!
Someone put a bounty on us?
Oh yeah.
I hope this is not about your gift. Hurry, we must get to the front of the parade route. Oh dear.
Activating Magna Boots.
It's so weird hearing Titus voice this guy. He's just so good at... See, imagine if you put the difficulty up and that guy had more life. Where are we supposed to go here? Oh, there we go.
So much for smiling and waving, huh?
I would bet the blogs are behind this, or the Cragmites, or Dr. Nefarious.
Ha, no way! Nefarious has been retired longer than we have.
Solace, welcome. No!
Heroes vanquished is the enemy. Now, ye must walk the day into the headlights of
The mysteries of the Great Rock. Again with the fighting. Nice emotional monologue prepared for this one.
More goons incoming.
Hired goons.
Let's take out that dropship and end this.
You do a lot of this. Shooting at something, running back and forth, and jumping.
Stop to this.
And you have control in flight, so you can, you know, jump up and move left and right. He's not just a raccoon. He can defy gravity. You're out of ammo. Oh my god, I have all... What? I have all the guns I had from the beginning? Oh boy. No way. Okay. I must have done a New Game Plus. I didn't realize that.
A little rusty, but not too bad.
Are they gone?
Okay, I don't think we're able to actually stream this. I have to start from a new save, it says. And that is a New Game Plus. So I can't be doing that. Saved game 2. You don't automatically start with all those weapons, do you? Don't understand. I don't remember doing that. Just, yeah, it's interesting that it's become like such a big part of Sony's identity, right? Elden Ring is happening today. Borderlands from Gearbox. Cody Swayze. It says in the embargo you have to, if you're going to stream today, you have to start with a new save. So, I don't get it. Let me just flip through this real quick. Skip this. Skip that. You don't just start with all the weapons and then lose them, do you?
Pernicus Leslie Clark will be your host.
Interesting.
Starting with me,
Cody!
ending with a surprise gift from Clank to Ratchet.
Welcome. Swayze.
Oh dear.
What a cool last name.
Entire galaxy?
Wait, a gift? For what?
Oh, you will see. It is awaiting us at the front of the parade.
Alright, let's fly through this.
Well, we better get moving then.
I wish you could skip this part too.
It all started on planet Velma with Ratchet, a restless tinker, hungry for adventure. The ground goes
Yeah, it was not having played any of the original Ratchet and Clank games, I was pretty impressed with the actual gameplay of this. And the pacing is just insane. Yeah, so there's one gun. I have all these guns again. Shatterblast, Lightning Rod, Negatron, Ricochet, Black Hole Storm. These are all the endgame guns. What the fuck is going on? Do you start with all the guns? And then you have to get them, maybe? That might be how it is. Okay. Alright, well, let's just... Okay, we can just go back to where I was then. Interesting. I don't think it's a glitch. Maybe it might be one of those things where, like, you know, you get all the... You start with all your weapons, and then they take them away, and you gotta get them back, maybe? I think.
A little rusty, but not too bad.
And now, we reach the present of our hero's story. Ratchet, the last known Lombax, whose kind is lost in another dimension, will receive a mysterious gift from Clank.
I had a speech prepared, but considering that our event seems to be under assault, I will cut to the chase. Ratchet, I do not know where I would be without you. You are my closest friend, my teammate, and you have given up a lot to... I have repaired the Dimensionator, so you can travel through dimensions and find your family.
Yo, pal, what? Dr. Nefarious?
Ratchet and Clank! What a wonderful surprise! I didn't expect to see you here. Considering my goons were meant to annihilate you 8 minutes ago.
Oh, what do you want, Nefarious?
Yes! Can't anyone print instruction manuals anymore?
We have to get the Dimensionator
Alrighty.
away from Dr. Nefarious.
Yes, and quickly. Whatever he has planned, it can.
Yeah, there's a lot of these really fun sort of like set piece cinematic sections that go from just sort of like very simple, really kind of like simple rail grinding, and then combining that with like wall riding, grapple hooks, going through dimensions. Yeah, it seems like they took the formula from the original games and have just stayed really true to that.
Don't beat yourself up. This'll be just like old times.
While adding all this crazy polish on
Looks like
top.
Nefarious landed somewhere near the train station. Oh, Mrs. Zircon. We should grab a weapon.
Ratchet, my favorite customer. You now have access to the Omega line of weapons. Very exclusive. Enjoy Omega destruction.
Okay, so some of these are, damn it. Fuck, I'm in some kind of a fucking New Game Plus. God damn it! How do you not be in New Game Plus? Challenge mode. I don't want to be challenge mode. I want to be in regular mode, not challenge mode. Motherfucker! Skip. Skip it. It's funny, there's some puzzle sections in this game that I really like. They're like Lemmings physics style puzzles. Where you control these like little virtual robots that are running along a path, and you have to use physics and modify the environment, kind of like Portal, to get them to the end. It's done really well. It's pretty fun. And it's like the perfect level of puzzle for me. A momentous day indeed. What other games do we play? I like Final Fantasy games. I've been playing Final Fantasy 9. Alright, see you, Lena. And Final Fantasy 9. I love XCOM games. I just got this PS5, so I'll be playing a lot of new PS5 games. I'm gonna pre-order Skyward Sword. And yeah, I'm a big Zelda fan. I love Breath of the Wild. And what else? Mario Golf. I'm a big Nintendo fanboy. I like a lot of classic games too. Right now I'm playing through Banjo-Kazooie, which has been surprisingly fun. Actually really looking forward to seeing the end of that game, see what they do. Here you go, the dragon. Smash crates to get ammo. There we go. Yeah. Every once in a while I get into some multiplayer games. I'm going to be playing Deathloop. I really like Arcane's games like Prey, Dishonored. I love Deus Ex games. It's silky, buddy. 60 frames per second with ray tracing. Look at all these lights. You can play 4K, but you have to go down to 30 frames per second. And who wants 30 frames per second? Not me. Jump hazards. Hey, Style Bells. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, I've got the Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade installed. Okay, now I can see that it's not the New Game Plus. It has all the tutorials on screen. Press this button to jump. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the GameStar show. E3 week's gonna be really fun too. We'll be doing some watch-alongs for all the E3 stuff. Probably mostly on like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Saturday, I don't think I'm going to be able to. All right. Chris. You're here. Oh, I want somebody. Come on, somebody. Stand near these explosive barrels. Doesn't this just look like a big play set you're on? Pretty amazing. Yeah, look at this. Look at this world, Chris. Would you just look at it? No fall damage. I was so bummed that there's fall damage in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, that's probably why they had more health. Maybe because I was in that New Game Plus mode. There we go. Oh! This is PS5 only. It is built from the ground up to use the PS5's custom SSD for traveling between the different dimensions, loading everything up really, really fast. And all that stuff. Insomniac is becoming one of their top developers. The thing is, like, Naughty Dog makes games that are industry leading with The Last of Us Part 2, but it takes them a long time to make games. Whereas Insomniac had Spider-Man, Miles Morales, there we go. Yeah, Insomniac having Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and now this. And the PS5 really needing some exclusives, because there are not really that many exclusive games for the next-gen games. In terms of loading, I mean, there are some, like, transitions, but it never feels like you're waiting for anything. And you go through these portals where you're, like, in a completely different world at the touch of a... like the swing of a hammer.
In another dimension, we'll receive a mysterious gift from Clank.
I had a speech prepared, but considering that our event seems to be under assault, I will cut to the chase. Ratchet, I do not know where I would be without you. You are my closest friend, my teammate, and you have given up a lot to... I have repaired the Dimensionator, so you can travel through dimensions and find your family.
Yo, pal, What? Dr. Nefarious?
Ratchet and Clank! What a wonderful surprise! I didn't expect to see you here. Considering my goons were meant to annihilate you 8 minutes ago.
Oh, what do you want, Nefarious?
Yes! Can't anyone print instruction manuals anymore?
To get the Dimensionator away from Dr. Nefarious!
There we go.
Yes, and quickly. Whatever he has planned, it cannot be good.
Alright, so if you're watching this on YouTube, later on, it'll be a bit confusing, but I had to restart because the embargo says you can't have the New Game Plus. You gotta start a brand new game. So here we are, with a brand new game.
I should have known Nefarious would try something like this.
Don't beat yourself up. This'll be just like old times. Come on, it looks like Nefarious landed somewhere near the train station. Go!
Let's go get
Mrs.
him.
Zircon! We should grab a weapon.
Need a weapon? Mrs. Zircon has it all.
So one of the big strengths of this game is apparently there's 18 weapons? I don't know if I counted 18 guns. But the guns are really fun in the sense that they're all quite different. So the pistol eventually becomes like has a triple shooter. The shotgun becomes really satisfying. You have multiple different kinds of grenades, rocket launchers, sniper rifles. But there's also really fun weapons that will like either freeze your enemies or turn them into plants. Or you can like launch off little helper bots that are going around. And then you can combine all these things together. Sort of like you would in BioShock, where you like shock somebody and then smash them. So for sure I want this shotgun. I don't want to watch the preview.
Mrs. Zircon was vetted.
More goons! Incoming!
Welcome back, cool pilot. Oh yeah, shotgun baby. Smash 'em! This game seems to really value jumping. You eventually get this, like, skating... You eventually get the skating dash you can do later on, which I really like because you can move around really fast, but you tend to get hit a lot if you use that one. The game wants you to do the jump. All the bullets tend to be lower, and you can shoot while you're jumping. And then you have a dash where you can, like, you know, phase through things as well. But yeah, I really enjoy the skating thing that you get later. You can build up a lot of speed, and for the big environments, it makes it really fun to be traversing around.
Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious.
Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right. Today, you will see what losing feels like. Spoiler, it's exhausting. As soon as I figure out these stupid coordinates. Say goodbye! Hey! What did you do?
That's all he had to do. All he had to do.
Whoa! What just happened?
We may have a slight problem.
The bridge is shot! There has to be another way across.
The rifts are reacting to the face quartz in your glove. Try pointing it at one of them.
This is definitely gonna come in handy.
That is so confusing with the perspective of it. Isn't that nuts? Die, innocents!
I wonder how much Nefarious is paying these guys.
Not nearly enough.
Sometimes when the action is behind you, it can be a little bit tough to see what's coming your way. It's also hard to start this game over and not have the later moves that you have so conditioned to use with muscle memory. I don't have the dash or the skate. I'm just stuck with this sprint. It's so weird in a game like this to not have the sprint be automatic. Can you put on like a toggle? Would be nice. Toggle sprint. Automatically targets and locks an enemy when aiming. And you just switch. Oh, we don't want that. Single striker, 3-hit combo per tap. No way. Weapon wheel. Toggled on or off. Hold. Okay. Tapping triangle will swap to your last weapon. That's useful. Look at your waypoint. Off-screen ledge guard. Don't fall off screen. That's nice for all the chaos going on in the combat. Glide when you're in the air. Hover boot auto pump. Right. Yes, with the hover boots, you hold it and then you sort of like do pumps, 3 pumps with the L2 while holding R1 like you're skating, which is really fun. Light assist, grind assist. Slow down time when nearing a hazard on the grind rails. It's funny, you get to the puzzle section of this, and you can actually just press start and go skip puzzle if you don't want to do the main ones. Fire mode. You ever hear somebody out of earshot just sighing, constantly sighing? Okay, I guess you can't do that. Performance RT. Why would there be film grain? Isn't that weird? Okay, back into it.
Sand sharks from above.
Got 'em all.
My heroes!
Was that a kraken?
Or at least a very low.
Yeah. Okay.
Large octopus.
Nefarious's ship! We've got to find a way up there!
The taxis leaving from that stand are driving right by him.
Then we better not miss our ride. Hey, when did you rebuild the Dimensionator?
I have hobbies, and I know that finding the Lombaxes has always been important to you. I thought perhaps we could go together.
Wow, that's really thoughtful. But why don't we get it back from Nefarious first?
There's just so much. There's so much detail in every single animation, like personality, and it's just crazy.
Next stop, Nefarious.
The vibration and the haptic trigger, the adapter triggers, and the vibration is
Getting out of hand.
so well done.
Nefarious is in way over his head.
The greatest display of what a PS5 can do.
You
All right.
cannot go wrong with this stock. Mrs. Zircon will see you fax.
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these years just to try and take over the universe again?
Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
Let him get to the boss!
4 months.
Ah. And now they're increasing the difficulty of getting avoided by shots. One kind of annoying thing later on is that you have all these weapons to play with, but you can only hotkey 4 of them to the D-pad. So you end up going to this weapon wheel a lot, which is a bit annoying. And you need to use all the weapons because you end up running out of ammo. So the game really forces you to
Ratchet.
use every single one. And the enemies are susceptible to different ones. They have different weaknesses. And also the combos with them are really fun to do. because the guns all have really unique abilities and play so differently from each other.
You two, these goons are useless. This is what I get for giving my assistant paid paternity.
Quickly. We cannot let Nefarious overuse the Dimensionator. We must lower his...
So yeah, this is a lot of what you do. Shoot at something and jump sideways. Because you can still shoot while you're jumping. That's the most useful. And they tend to always aim They tend to aim most of the bullets right at your feet, kind of thing.
So unpleasant.
And then every once in a while they do one that's a bit higher to mess you up if you're going to jump at it.
Take that, Nefarious.
Oh dear, he is targeting us.
Yeah, different effects are going to have, like, you can stun them or freeze them, that kind of stuff.
From me.
And also because you have to aim to shoot, they don't have a lock on, you know. So you end up having to, but if you want to attack with melee, you can obviously use the right joystick, right?
How many times have we heard that?
Probably around 8. It doesn't matter. Today will be the last time.
His defenses are weakening.
Did that hurt? Good.
So you lose camera control whenever you want to jump, or whenever you want to do melee attacks, which kind of sucks because if you're trying to shoot at the same time and jump, you're constantly like moving your thumb, right?
I mean, yes.
Well, think again. We're going to a dimension where I always win, so you can finally know how it feels.
So I tend to like having all the action buttons on the shoulder, on these 4 shoulder ones, so that you can always, if it's a type of game where you need to constantly be using the right joystick, right, for the camera.
Considerably.
How bad is it?
But back when the PS2 came out, you didn't really worry so much about controlling the camera, right? Constantly.
Well, it is certainly
Mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard. So yeah, this is the big showstopper of the game. The ability to fly through these rifts and just instantly stream in a new environment. Not a cutscene, you're controlling things.
We've been boarded! Get off me, ship! I'll treat
Buy ink. And the game keeps up this pace pretty much throughout. There's some nice down moments. Very tiny bit of story. Mostly told kind of in the action. Some nice puzzles that I enjoyed.
What's with all the neon?
This is the part where you lose.
This is where you fall down.
Ratchet, the Dimensionator. Ratchet? Oh dear, my arm. And no, the Dimensionator. It. What have I done?
What have you done?
Who are you?
Someone with a lot of questions. Let's go for a ride.
Someone with a very
Wait,
big
I have
furry
to find my
following.
friend.
Have you seen me on 4chan?
Hi? It's me?
It's a
Me! It worked! It worked! I am the winner!
Emperor Nefarious, you have returned early from your conquest.
Yes, Emperor.
Imagine your boss coming back early and then laughing like that. You're like, yes, boss, good one. You're back early. It's a weird love interest because they're in different dimensions, right? So they're the same person, but a different dimension version of it. So to be, you'd be in love with an alternate version of yourself.
Wombax?
Like that.
What is this place? Where are you, Clank?
Yeah.
Maybe someone around here has seen him.
Why do our kids look so weird? I want to date them.
Have any of you seen a little gray robot anywhere? Green eyes, red antenna, very charming.
Yeah, it's interesting how they take the, like, this. It's the same control scheme, I believe. I haven't played the PS2 games, but it feels like it. Having X is jump, square is attack. Apparently, this is the only Ratchet and Clank game they've made where they've used like the full team of Insomniac. Which makes sense because, I mean, they haven't made, other than that remake, they hadn't made a big Ratchet and Clank game since what? Since the PS3 days. Miles Morales? It's actually, it's Titus. Final Fantasy X. Titus. I was watching some PS2 footage and like, you still do that wrench thing. Oh, like basically the same gameplay.
Emperor?
So if you're a fan of that traditional gameplay,
There are two Nefariouses now?
this would probably be pretty amazing.
Clank first, Nefarious later. Maybe he's in this bazaar.
Like, there's just so much going on and so much detail, so many things to smash. Even when they have you wandering around or like traversing back and forth, picking up things, doing switches, I never felt like, oh, I don't want to go do that, because the traversal is really engaging.
Wait a second.
You can end up going really fast too.
Miss Zircon will sell you weapons, but you gotta be less conspicuous, or the resistance will not last.
The Resistance?
Oh, apologies, sugar. Miss Zircon is still new to all of this espionage.
Release the hostage!
Clank! No.
I like that ship design.
I need to go after that ship. How can I get off planet?
It's a test. Only royal starships are allowed to leave. Anything else? Phantom can help. Just follow the beat to Club Nefarious and you will find him.
Club Nefarious, got it. Oh, and nice work, Secret Agent Zircon.
This is so exciting.
What's Club Nefarious gonna sound like?
Get ready to listen. Or look at the map. Club Nefarious. Find the. So, oh yeah, there's also this factory I didn't do the first time. Which one's which? Something that's unfortunate for me is that because I'm streaming, I don't get the 3D headphone audio.
the real Emperor.
Before I report you,
That sounds like a club.
Which was like a big Sony selling point, right? The 3D audio. You could do tests to have it set up for your ear. You missed the transition. There'll be plenty more, though. There are so many worlds in this. Like, an insane variety. And sometimes they build these environments that you go into and you go, holy hell, look at the love and care put in all this.
Phantom?
And then you just leave. You just run through it. And you're just on to the next thing.
Phantom around here?
Like, it only took me 8 hours to beat this game.
You wouldn't be the Phantom by
Not
any
doing
chance,
any of the
would ya?
side stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I guess more hitchhikers than, say, like, Mos Eisley Cantina. There is sort of like a Mos Eisley Cantina type bar at one point.
Resistance alert!
But yeah, usually these games that use the 3D audio, they only accept it if you plug it into the controller. But if I do that, then the audio doesn't output to the stream.
Phantom? Is Skid?
Skid?
Better take care of these guys or they'll go after Phantom too.
We will be so
That had to be Phantom, right? Mysterious dude in a hollow guy? Had to be
Whoa.
Phantom. Phantom, wait!
who are you? I was just in the middle of a mission.
I'm Ratchet. I heard you were...
No names. You gotta be smarter than that if you want to join the resistance, new guy.
Why does everyone think I'm with the Resistance?
Death, destruction, domination.
Fuck off. Jesus. That'll happen a lot of times where I'm trying to progress through the story to reach Phantom. How could I possibly reach him? Isn't he right there? Why don't I just do this? That felt a bit janky.
Will you please stop running?
He's not...
Is this some kind of test?
He's down there.
Is, isn't it?
Oh no, it's screwed up.
Hey, wait!
Uh-oh.
There he is! The fuzzball from the club!
Oh boy. I'll handle this, Phantom. You just get to safety.
Another resistance number!
Okay, he caught up.
I will make your resistance end here!
This is also one of those games where you have to defeat every enemy a lot of times to progress through the door. So sometimes there'll be one lone enemy that's maybe on like a different level or something. Yeah, the amount of detail they can have going on To me, this feels like when you first played Dynasty Warriors on a PS2, and the amount of action characters happening is just mind-blowing.
Nice work, new guy.
Thanks.
Thanks.
What is this? Some kind of secret handshake? Hey! What do I do with it?
All right, new guy. Try out Phantom Dash.
Phantom Dash?
Enemy can't catch what doesn't temporarily exist. Jump and Phantom Dash. The glove handles the rest. Don't be scared. Use the glove to run along those panels. You want to go even further? Jump and Phantom Dash.
And that, of course, is Keanu Reeves, voicing that guy. The spirit of Keanu Reeves.
Starship to find my friend. I heard you know where to get one.
Oh, look at that window.
Safe here. Just stay close.
Can you get a royal starship or not?
Lombaxes. You are just as stubborn as she is.
Wait, you know that other Lombax? Where did she go?
Sargasso. She always goes there after a mission.
Sargasso.
Okay, ready.
I'll make you a deal. You see that blimp? You help me take control of it, and I'll help you get into Nefarious Tower. It's the only place in the city you're gonna find a royal starship.
What's so special about the blimp?
Just find a way up to that rooftop. I gotta grab my gear. But I'll meet you up there.
Rooftop? How do I get to that rooftop? I'm coming, Clank. Just hang on.
I do not believe I offend Emperor Nefarious today. How barbaric.
And the game is like really intuitively laid out with the design. Even though there's so much going on, I always ended up being pretty easily directed towards where I need to go. Never feeling like I got lost or having to backtrack. But I think what's most impressive is like the sheer amount of exciting moments and how those are all paced out. Never gets exhausting. It's like almost a perfect game. I was thinking about it. I don't usually do like number reviews, but I was thinking, would this game be a 10? And what would stop it from being a 10?
You should use that rare titanium in your pockets to upgrade your arsenal first. You break it, you buy it.
But then I also think like so much of what you appreciate in the game isn't... Shut the fuck up.
Upgrading your loadout is not hard, as long as you got the rare titanium.
It's such a pet peeve of mine to be slowed down by the tutorials.
Why settle for a good weapon when you can make it magnificent?
I gotcha. Increasing the ammo for these guns is great because you constantly run out of ammo and then you gotta switch around through all your different weapons. So, and then when you pick up ammo, but I would assume that if you got like a higher
With more rare titanium.
ammo capacity, then it's gonna help that out a lot.
Leave it so soon.
Thanks again for
But I
the
use the
help,
shotgun
Secret
quite a bit.
Agent Zircon.
Good luck up
Yeah,
there.
Naughty Dog is so good about intuiting where to go and like keeping it being like really gritty and realistic, but making things like subtly yellow to know where you need to go, or like pointing the camera
You got my
where you need to
starship
go.
ready?
You'll get it, don't you worry. I just need you to help me with one last
This, I mean, the amount of crazy shit going on and the levels kind of being a bit more open
Nefarious' propaganda blimp and give
than
the
I
city
expected.
a
It's pretty
message
impressive.
you'll never forget.
Looks easy and...
I do so enjoy us.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
There, now we can dodge. Like, I still want to go around and collect all of these other things so I can do the upgrades. I don't really need them as much because I do have the New Game Plus. Like, I don't think I'll be playing on this save for much longer past today. This is more just to stream it on the day of. I have a full playthrough of it already on the channel. Well, it's loading. I'll keep releasing them through the days. But it's fun to go around and find all these little boxes. They have a lot of things hidden around. They make it pretty easy to just kind of walk near something and have it magnetized towards you. And then the more guns you can get, these guys are pretty annoying. They can be a bit of a challenge. You have to pay attention. Yeah, the toughest thing is probably just getting hit from behind. When you're doing your melee attack, it tends to zoom in quite a bit. And you can often get smacked. It has quite a warp to people. It's actually better if you don't do the combo. If you just kind of do one hit at a time, then you don't run out of... You can do more hits, you know what I mean? Like, if you do the 3-hit combo, you have that bit of a cooldown after. And you tend to go in one direction, so it's better to just do like one. Although this is the beginning. The enemies are obviously way easier here. But yeah, super satisfying sounds, visuals, the way the controller feels, the pacing of it. Everything is just like the term game feel is completely off the charts with this game. Off the charts. Saying off the charts is so on the charts. Completely higher than Bob Marley on his birthday.
Wow, where'd you learn how to
No time for conversation.
Looks like I touched a nerve. All right, deal's a deal. That's Glitch. She'll help you get onto the Emperor's private shuttle to the tower. Access console's in that huge statue of Nefarious in the center of the city. Just hook her up, and she'll handle the rest.
What are you doing?
Tearing this whole rotten world down from the inside.
Huh?
Stay strong, brother!
How do you expect me to get to the bazaar from here?
I guess he's lucky they didn't choose to assassinate him. Right then and there. He's too dangerous. Or if the robot's flying two different directions.
All I gotta do
Rip
now,
him apart.
this is fast, is head to the statue, use Glitch, get a starship, and then find Clank on Sargasso. I'm on my way, buddy. Just hang in there for a little bit longer.
Hey, Sugar! I forgot to mention earlier. I hit a spy bot in the factory.
Aha! That has to be the access console.
Oh yeah.
In line is against the law.
Where did you even come from?
Initiating rocket barrage. Good luck.
Like if you're running around, here we go.
Wow.
Chris, did you see that one? Like if I'm running and dodging and jumping and I want to change weapons quickly, I have to bring my left index finger over to tap the D-pad. Which I'll do, but I don't want to.
You will regret this insolence, rebel.
Ooh yeah! Ooh, slow-mo at a good time. Like how amazing is that?
Come on.
I am trying to destroy you as fast as I can.
Fuckers.
Now I can
I take down that guy flawlessly, almost, and then I get smashed by the little Shop of Horrors guys. The game stays this gorgeous and this inventive. It's completely stunning the amount of content here. And what I love about it is that it's just... The game, like I said, only took me 8 hours to beat if you play just total mainline. Which is fine for me.
Hi,
And there's more if you want to go back and check it out.
I'm Ratchet. Sorry for all the jostling around earlier. Things aren't exactly going well, and... Actually, I think you're the only one who can help me right now.
For some reason, the IGN reviewer really likes the personality of this boss. Which I found really annoying. It's that character that's always worried and nervous and anxious about everything.
Seems like a nice guy. I probably just have to delete some files.
Any character who breathes like this just immediately irritates me. These are some of, like, these sections, they're pretty interesting the first couple times, but they don't really evolve. Other than later on, you basically, like, shoot this machine gun and get small enemies, and you find the 5 big spots and shoot your missiles at them. But what it does that's really confusing is, like, when you walk up walls, it kind of moves the world all around you. So there's a lot of that in this game. They like to sort of mess around with your perspective. Yeah, like I don't find that endearing. You have a fucking job to do? Get in there. So I'm wondering, the Clank sections in this one's, it's like that game Lemmings mixed with Portal. More like Lemmings. So check this out. And I really enjoyed it. I'm wondering if that's new to this game or not. So this can get kind of disorienting. I've gotten lost in some of the later ones when you're trying to maneuver around like this. What I do like about this character's sections is that even though I find her personality of the character annoying, they do have an arc. She grows. She changes.
Welcome back, your most
Slightly.
majestic majesty.
Here we go.
Here we go, Joe. Oh yeah, the Ghost in the Shell tank game. That was like nothing like Ghost in the Shell. You just only control the tank. So weird, eh?
Death traps, war bombs, 5 planet-destroying cannons, and a surveillance state covering the entire city. If only that blasted Dimensionator still worked.
Smash him in the face with a hammer.
Clank.
Huh?
Well, we've already taken care of like dozens of these guys. But now it's a cutscene, they're way more dangerous.
I'm coming, Clank.
That actually happens later on in the game. Like getting into specifics after you. Oh, let's press funny.
Why do I need a password? I'm the Emperor. How about I obliterate you instead? Ha 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 ha.
I love that he writes down his password and that's what it is. Sargasso.
So then this Dimensionator was stolen by Dr. Nefarious, who used it to bring you here? Now you just have to find your friend, who is also miraculously a Lombax, to save the day.
And get home.
You must seriously think I'm an idiot. Look, as real as I'm sure this Dr. Nefarious is, this has the Emperor written all over it.
We under attack! Anyone?
Mort? What's going on?
Oh, dear.
Brace for impact!
Oh. Look out!
What do you think I'm doing?
Where are you taking me?
I was gonna take you to my hideout, but first I gotta rescue my friends at their gelatonium factory.
And then they just share all the upgrades and the weapons. They never really talk about that, explain that, but I mean, who cares? Right. It's not a game that needs to be realistic. Oh yes, give me that crystal. Huh. Didn't expect to die there. Ba-bum.
Great! There's a seeker-pede right over my hideout. I haven't been out this far in a while. Got a lot of swamp acid between here and the Mort's gelatonium factory.
Those beetles appear to have no issue with the acidic swamp water.
Speedles, yeah. That's why I'm gonna ride one. As soon as I can get close enough. Oh. This wasn't what was in my account last time.
Oh, that is because I added our mutual friend on Nefarious City.
Okay.
So it's kind of explained. Sphinx is fun.
Turn some foes into ferns.
It's a nice stun. Turns them into nice hedges. Nice green hedges. Is this music not so Star Wars? Yeah, that's so bloody Star Wars.
Needle wasps.
Oh yeah.
Where's that speedle going?
It appears some dimensional distortion is emanating from that cave.
I guess these animals are, like, killing them is killing an innocent. You know? Why do they have to die?
And the last speedle runs into that rift thingy.
Interesting. You must have a rift tether in your glove, too.
Alright, Smarty Bot. What is this place?
A dimensional pocket? Perhaps a symptom of the Dimensionator's destruction.
Hey, it's Maynard! The Mort's helper bot! Must have wandered in through the rift somehow.
There is the Speetle.
I think it's actually the music that plays when Obi-Wan's sneaking around the Death Star. I think it's quiet Death Star music, maybe for Darth Vader or Obi-Wan.
Hello there. Gotcha.
Oh, dear.
Bugga boom boom boom, bugga boom boom boom. I think I'm playing Jet Moto Racing. Crash Nitro Jet Ski Bug Racing. They're just testing out the potential of a PlayStation racing game. Bring that back. You could have... I don't want to jump off the Beetle. I don't want to stop it. Stop slowing it down to make me do that. Piss off.
Maybe Maynard can lead me to the Mort's.
That's a bit of a glitch to have that there. I guess you could have... Well, you'd have Crash, of course. You could have these Ratchet people. I guess you could have Spider-Man.
Now, if we could get away from this acid.
And Wolverine. I think he's owned by Sony.
Let's find the Mort's.
And you could have Yakuza characters. Would be pretty fun. And you're dead. Who else would be a good Sony racer?
Now, if we could get away from
Joel
this
and Ellie.
Come on, Maynard. Let's find the Morts.
Where was I going?
Excuse me.
Look out!
I got it. I got it. See? Sometimes I don't crash.
Leonard's back.
Stop! 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 There's the gelatonium factory. I'm coming, Morts.
We didn't follow that Lombax and his Robopet across dimensions just to get stopped by some fuzzballs. So you got like 9.5 seconds to tell us where they're at. 1.
Hang on there now.
Oh, there now. Watch it there. We're just making a... Oh my god, you know what? I haven't even said yet. Have you guys guessed who does her voice?
Whatever, Bolts. I'm gonna save my friends.
Very, very famous gaming actress.
Hey, I know where you can find a Lombax.
Pretty unrecognizable, although once you know to listen for, you can hear some of her characteristics.
Where are these doofuses coming from?
Perhaps they were sucked through the dimensional vortex as well.
Has been in Final Fantasy games. I think. Actually, scratch that. Definitely in Mass Effect. Where's this guy going? You know, in these like really hectic games when you just focus on one enemy, it's really interesting to see how their animations work and kind of get like a feel for what they do. Burr. Should have a blood mod. It is not Laura Bailey. It's the Queen of Mass Effect. It is Fem Shep.
Hey,
Jennifer Hill.
Oh, when we heard those fellas were after a Lombax, we were worried about you. Well, next thing we know, you're here saving our behinds.
wait. Where are the others?
Well, some of the Morts are stuck inside of that mess there. Not a clue
How does she
what
do
it
that with her
is.
voice?
All I know is it keeps getting bigger. Oh, between that and our new neighbor up there, we're not doing too fine.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Oh, and to keep you all busy while I'm gone, got this at Zerky's. Mort can finally fix that ship she's been working on.
Zerkies? Oh, those pirates didn't give you any trouble, did they?
Only a little.
You can give this to Mort yourself once you get her from that purple mess over there.
Enemies not getting the point? Hit them over and over again with the ricochet. Go ahead, upgrade that.
The ricochet is pretty useful because you can hit people from long range. It does a lot of damage. There's that Star Wars music again.
I do hate to see
Not
you
that
go,
fun,
sugar.
but it's useful later on. Yeah, this one character's got to do everything. Everyone you run into. The dimensional anomaly or the hideout? Well, which one's which? Take Clank to Rivet's hideout. Yellow. Head to the hideout. The dimensional anomaly. Those are different colors? Those seem like the same to me.
Okay. Do not enter. Got it.
May I take a look? I have some experience with dimensional anomalies.
Sure.
Yeah, so here's the Clank puzzles. In my memory, this was all blue. I guess it's partially blue, blue and purple.
How did you get in here?
where exactly is, here?
Oh, you don't know? Well, I don't either. It appears to be a space between dimensions. Could be nothing. Could be a cascading entropic fissure that will soon turn the entire universe into a formless soup. Time will tell.
Oh. Oh dear. Well, I am Clank. Please allow me to help.
Right, yes, Clank. I am the all-seeing cosmic prophet of interdimensional sector 2255 phase Omega. But you can call me Gary. Here we are, Clank. Former warbot, teamed up with the Lombax. Became a hero. Ooh, good for you. Ooh, friend of my father. I see.
Your father?
You might just be the one I've been waiting for. Would you like to help me fix the dimensions?
You know how to fix the dimensions? And why are there copies of me running
So I
around?
really like these puzzles. I find that so these guys fly through, they walk through, and then you influence these different areas with different physics, whether speeding them up, lifting them up, making them heavier. There's different hazards and stuff, and you just have to get them to the end. They're not super challenging, but they're fun to think about, and they're kind of funny, just the way that they're constantly marching to their doom, which I really enjoy.
This is a lift sphere. It can reduce the gravity on any object.
Whoa.
It seems your possibilities are what keeps an anomaly from collapsing. They look like you because that's how you interpret dimensionality. But as you can see, they've lost their way. If you can guide them to the meta-terminal ahead, you will begin to repair this anomaly. Now, enter the meta-terminal, and you'll be one step closer to fixing it.
And the game really doesn't waste time. If you're ever at a point in this puzzle, when you finish it, you can just press circle and they'll bang you right over to the exit.
Dimensionally speaking.
Ah, a speed sphere. That'll get you moving.
I bet some extra speed could make quick work of that barrier. Hey, 0G on demand. Do you live on Sargasso too, Gary?
Savali, actually. I've been studying in the archives. It's the greatest repository of dimensional knowledge I've ever seen.
That device may be able to redirect my possibilities. There must be a way to activate it.
The instant portal teleportation is they don't overuse it. Maybe they could have used it more. They tend to use it in a lot of like big set piece moments and a few kind of like puzzly stuff here and there, but it's fantastic. It's just seamless. Apparently there's a lot of people that are pissed about Horizon Zero Dawn being PS4 only.
Words will come to you when you are ready. Now, lead your possibilities to the final meta terminal. And not to stress you out, but there's a lot riding on this. Like, a lot.
If I fix this anomaly, will that fix all the damage that has been done in this dimension?
Oh no, anomalies are spreading too quickly to do that. I'm afraid a dimensional cataclysm is coming.
He kind of sounds like
Our only hope to stop
John C. Reilly.
that which caused it.
The Dimensionator?
Indeed, but if repairing anomalies is helping you learn about dimensionality, I think you'll soon be able to learn enough to save us all. Hopefully. I hope I'm not...
I wonder if I will be able to solve all of this in the end.
What makes you say that?
It has been a long
His accent totally changed when he said that. What makes you say that?
Everything that happened with the Dimensionator.
Too fast.
Concerned.
In times of great stress, which seems to be every day of my life, I've always found it best to take things one step at a time. Focus on what's in front of you.
Yeah, I'll probably log off, I guess, a little bit before before we start, and then we can watch the Games Fest show together.
This should lighten things up.
No, yes. There we go. Give me that. Give me that. Lift this thing. Speed up here and lift that one.
That's it, Clank! You repaired the anomaly! And now we're one step closer to stopping the dimensional cataclysm.
What I like about this area is that it's sort of the opposite of the main world. It's not dense. It's sort of see-through. It doesn't use a lot of colors. Just a nice link. I was reading Lena's message. It's a nice break. It's sort of a refresh palette cleanser from all the regular ones.
So then I says, listen, Mort. You, Mort, and Mort better hide that lemonade before Mort shows up.
Whoa! You saved them! How did you do that?
I am uncertain.
Rivet! How the heck are you?
Look who it is! You would not believe my luck today. My trip to Nefarious City went totally sideways. I wrecked my ship, and I...
You go on and leave that one to old Mort. Well, assuming you brought that part I asked for, hmm? I'll have this old thing in ship shape.
Just gotta lower the bridge, and then I'm taking you to my hideout.
What are we going to do there?
You'll find out soon enough.
Okay, these ones are fun.
From Miss Zircon.
You throw down these little mushroom guys and then they distract everybody. And they're just kind of cute, seeing them mess around. You always want to not fire faster. Yeah, you want people more likely to target them.
Glad to be of service.
Next stop, hideout. Just have to lower the bridge somehow.
Man, later on in this game, the battles are... There's just dozens and dozens of people fighting. It feels like you're in the middle of a war. It's outstanding. So small. Just wait till we eat after midnight. There's a little mushroom guy. Look at him shoot out of his fingers. Bleh, 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 bleh. He's actually doing quite a lot of damage. Okay, so we see here's where the problem comes in. Now we've got I want to use 5 different weapons. I always want to use my shotgun, my pistol, but I want to throw lots of fungi and lots of these things to distract them. But then I want to use the bomb without having to pause here. It's definitely annoying. So yeah, like throwing these little mushrooms around is great to distract them. And then also this guy, which turns him into that. And he can't move. And I think takes more damage. Which is super important. But then like, okay, now when I'm running around, I've got 2 thumbs on the joysticks. My right middle finger on this trigger, and then I'm using my left index finger on the D-pad to cycle through these. It just feels like kind of an antiquated PS2 style of control. And I guess I could probably just change it and map it myself, but it's weird they don't think about that. You have to like stop everything you're doing to change. Like I have to stop moving there to change guns. Level up.
No more hostiles within range.
Rivet, you raised the temperature. I
Oh, and the Xbox controller you can't? Because the joystick is up here. Huh. I think I like that, actually. I find the Xbox controller more comfortable, but you don't. You find it the opposite. Interesting. Oh, yeah, you'd have to use the index on the joystick, which would be not ideal. Yeah. Really, like Horky is saying, the best thing ever would be a mouse with like 5 buttons on it. 4 buttons and a thumb and the mouse, and then your left is like a joystick and buttons for all of these. That would be the best. Two joysticks that are separate that you can reach all the buttons with your fingers would be the ultimate.
Don't tell me. My glove thingy can interact with that rift thingy.
Your rift tether, yes.
That'd be unbelievable. And you could just map them to whatever you want. That'd be pretty cool. Sort of like split like a Joy-Con. Like a Nintendo Joy-Con. But then having basically 4 shoulder buttons would be great. That'd be amazing. Yeah, the game really wants you to jump. That's how it wants you to dodge and interact. I love this mushroom guy. Fuck! And sometimes it can be kind of hard to avoid being shot. I guess that's when you use the dash. Yeah, see, if you get stuck on a combo, your combo, rather than just like doing one attack, like one attack, because when you do a combo, if you end up attacking the same enemy that's dead, you kind of waste that attack, you know, like old JRPGs. You queued up the attack and the enemy died, so you just did no attack. Or you did a Phoenix down on a character that gets brought back, or you drop a potion on a character that dies, so they throw a potion on their lifeless body. This game's still fun. I played this game for like 8 hours yesterday, and it's still really fun to run through again.
There has to be another way across.
I don't like playing with the claw. I really wish you didn't have to. I wish they thought of that. Orky showed me some interesting ones on
You will not succeed in jumping across.
on Amazon. Look at you. Maybe I'd get into if I was playing more like competitive games. Usually you don't need to access that many buttons. Okay, so this would be a great time for a bomb. One. Yeah, I can't think of too many that I play like that, Felix. If I feel like I am having to use the claw, I'll switch it up and use I'll usually remap the buttons if I can. In some games that don't let you remap, I'll actually remap it in the PlayStation accessibility options. Oh boy. Need some health.
Almost home. And there's another Grunthor in the way.
I do regret this.
Oh my god. Keep your head up.
Don't know how this is gonna end, big guy.
So you prefer the claw over... Yeah, than using the shoulder buttons? Don't like the Xbox Pro controllers or like those custom ones, they have like paddles on the back you can map to whatever. They have like a third button on the back. Just one frog. Yeah, I would just like these ones here. Put a button down there. That could work. We've been using the same basic controller shape since the Super Nintendo, with the 4-face buttons, and then the DualShock PS1 controller, having the 2 joysticks and the 4 shoulder buttons. And you got your ring finger. It is kind of awkward though, because like having the 2 up here, I rarely ever play with both fingers up here. Ever. More like one finger kind of in between and then moving. A stronger index finger. But yeah, it's really annoying using the claw. There's some furry action for you. Oh, you claw on souls? I just got used to using attack on R1 and I think dodge on L1. And then, boom, 2 thumbs for the joysticks. For pure joy.
Home sweet home.
Why are you so hesitant to trust me?
Robots aren't really my thing. Safe for now.
This is extremely unnecessary.
Like a retro Atari joystick. There's so many melodies stolen from Star Wars. Not stolen. Heavily inspired by. Like that bum, 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 is Kylo Ren's theme from the new Star Wars.
Okay. So, you were being honest.
As I have been saying repeatedly.
You're nefarious. He looks a lot like mine. Evil like him, too. And that Lombax. I know it might sound crazy, but...
You think he is your dimensional counterpart.
Or something. Look, whatever's going on here, we're gonna fix it.
We? I thought robots are not your thing.
Not all of them, just most. You know, like the Emperor, his stupid followers, pirates. Yeah, I see the irony too.
Oh, I apologize. I did not mean to,
You feel bad? Even though I just watched your brain diary thingy?
Missing info on located. Initiating retrieval.
Don't be
amphibious explosives to neutralize hostile furball.
Hang in there, Bolts! I'm coming!
I like that they explode near you, just to kind of have that effect.
That Seekerpete's flight stabilizer should be on its back. If I can get up there and hit it, I can bring the whole thing down. Gotta hit the flight stabilizer. There's the flight stabilizer.
You must be so excited for annihilation.
The Emperor's got some weak standards if that's all you got. Give me back my robot.
Ah, backup power has almost restored the flight stabilizer. How delightful!
What? No, you're not getting away from me.
Can't reach.
Get away!
I'm all out of ammo. Well, that's quite easy just standing there. There we go.
Time to change tactics. Deploying amphibious explosives.
Welcome, Cubic.
Whatever you want. You're not getting away from me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The graphics are super impressive. But the level design and the game design are right up there, too. There's just a lot of love and care put into it. I like how the bomb blew up before I ran straight into it. Also, I heard, and many developers are coming out from Insomniac saying they had no crunch. They just made the game. It looks like this. It has this much detail. No crunch. Neil Druckmann. What do you think about that? So it's probably easier to make an animated game than an incredibly lifelike game. Baka 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 bum bum. Ensemble home.
Why don't you let me drive that thing?
Watch your step, rebel. This is unfortunate.
You okay, Bolts?
You came after me. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we've still got some unfinished business. Ooh, we should see if Mort fixed up the ship.
Mort.
By the way, how about I hook you up with a signal booster to fix that communicator of yours?
That would be delightful.
Not as thrilling as what we're gonna find in this infobot, but it'll be close.
What are you saying, Cubic? Despite previous games, there's no real-life comparison on why it shouldn't look good. Are you talking about Ratchet or The Last of Us? I mean, it's definitely easier to make a cartoony game because you don't have to worry so much about detail. Even though this has a lot of detail on it.
Mort, you fixed it. Thank you.
You know, like this kind of stuff. But when Naughty Dog makes a game, everything has to look not only as detailed as this or more, it has to be perfectly sized. Like you can, in this game, you can have big bolts. Things can be kind of comically huge. Heads can be gigantic. I mean, they probably are all done intentionally, but they don't need to be. Whereas in a game like The Last of Us, you have the uncanny valley. So the more you make it look good, the harder it is to make it look good. You're touching cloth. Should you hang on, or have I said everything of value? What does that mean? Touching cloth?
You know when you find something you like.
That's an interesting saying. I'm touching cloth. Oh, this is a good weapon.
I do hate to see you go, sugar.
We're back on D-Live with comments like that. I'm so fascinated by what that could mean.
Phantom, Moidoy, Captain Quantum, Klatchki. Me. Attention, Resistance. I'm posting the Emperor's hit list to our network. Come on, let's fix that communicator. We've got a dimension to save before the Emperor finds us too. Feeling good about this one.
D-Vibes. Thank you for following.
What's on your mind? Come on, let's hear it.
I am feeling a bit responsible for all of this. Perhaps it is because of me that the dimensions are falling apart, that Ratchet and I are lost.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, your communicator's about to get fixed, so that's something.
Right.
I understand, Norman. We have a lot of turtles around here. I help the turtles. Oh.
So, this is Zerky's
Poo.
gastropub battleplex. If there's anywhere in the universe we'll find a part to fix you up, it's here.
I hope you are right. The destruction of the Dimensionator seems to have caused a sort of dimensional cataclysm. If I cannot find Ratchet...
Don't worry, Bolts. I'll get you fixed up. Promise.
Ah! I don't remember this part. Ooh, this feels like Mario Sunshine or Mario Galaxy. I guess you just have to do this part really fast. There you go. Okay, now I get touching cloth. I think this is the bonus part that I didn't do last time.
And done.
Oh, I got a helmet. Oh, interesting. Armor pods. Oh, no thanks. Hmm. Man, look at that texture. And this shadow standing tall and proud. Cheat codes? Here we go. Look at this. Look at this shit. Although, could you do that without streaming anything? Could you just do that in a regular game? You just have it look like it's a portal.
Mort's limeade recipe's slowly coming along.
Yeah, it's a nice break from like all the crazy, epic, cartoony, comic zaniness. You just have like a nice chill out spot. There's so much vibration going on even when you're just walking around. Little tiny vibrations. They don't distract, but are always there.
Wanna make your enemies go bzzz?
I want the lightning
Grab
rod.
the lightning rod!
This one I didn't unlock the
That
first
one's
time.
gonna be a doozy.
This one I want.
See you next time!
Welcome to Zerkie's, your newly interdimensional gastropub battleplex. I will take your coat and also all your weapons.
Think I'd be used to that by now.
Thanks for coming to Zerkie's, where we slaughter with a smile.
Zerky's usually behind the bar. He'll know where to find the pirate with the spare parts.
This is sort of the Mos Eisley Cantina part. Kind of like a Twi'lek. They give you the whole espresso shaker here. That's how alien it is.
Whoa! The battle arena!
The universe seems even more unstable, unfortunately.
Crazy out there. I'm sure glad Zerkie's is still open.
That's for the Fortnite kids.
No. Oh.
Namaste, and peace be with you, Rivet.
Hey, Zerky! Have you seen our favorite first mate anywhere? I need a signal booster.
Well. We meet again, my wee chérie.
Give me the part.
Did you follow me here? Another fruitless effort to win my affection?
Give me the part, Pierre.
Time and again, I tell you, my heart is taken. And yet...
Rusty Pete?
Rusty? Mon Dieu. Your friend has a saucy tongue. My name is Pierre Lafer. Pirate extraordinaire.
I'll fight you for it.
Zerkie's is a violence-free zone. Taken outside.
I am more lover than fighter. For you, I will always make an exception.
Ready to kick some robo butt?
I have many issues with that question. But why not? Where do we sign up to battle?
There's a console on that big wall of windows over there. It's cool. I'll show you.
Yeah, D-Live is a funny spot. It's it definitely attracts a lot of fringe people. There are some good people I've met on there, obviously, but when I'm doing music streams too, I get the weirdest request. Like I'll get the weirdest requests. People come on and request like some song. I look it up and it's from some stupid racist, like Southern Confederate album that's just like literally about being racist.
Causing any trouble. but knowing him, I doubt we would be so lucky.
But yeah, that is funny that they're on the Chinese service having all their stuff monitored. But yeah, I mean, if you're a big Trump supporter, then you love being controlled by Russia or... Well, no, they don't like the Chinese. They like the Russians to control everything they do, right? I do miss the funny things Trump would say. But it did get a bit worrying that he was in such a position of power. Even China came out and said... Trump had said some stuff about China, and China was like trying to de-escalate it. They're like, no. Let's not let this get out of hand. And when China is saying, whoa, let's calm down with global diplomacy, when you're crazier than China, that's worrisome. Looks better than Cyberpunk? Well, that's the thing. Like if you compare this to Cyberpunk, with Cyberpunk, the first thing I think of is that there's so much detail, but I think of like the bartender's face and all the things you notice that are not real. Whereas this, you just go, yeah, look, it's got a big, everybody looks completely different. You have a big giant watermelon head, and it doesn't matter. It's all about the expression of it. You can do whatever you want. You can be imaginative, and the uncanny valley doesn't get in the way. Where you're constantly looking at like, oh, their teeth look kind of weird, or the mouth looks weird. Okay, we'll probably stop maybe right around here, and we're going to come back for the Games Fest. Cyberpunk does look pretty amazing, but it's just more like the Uncanny Valley stuff gets in the way. But that will be the commentary section of this game. If you want to see the rest of it, on our YouTube channel, I'll be uploading the entire playthrough with no camera, no commentary, so you can just see the game. And maybe I'll be streaming this a little bit here and there. It depends. We've got a lot going on with the Games Fest show today. And also all the E3 stuff. So, if people on YouTube and Twitch still want to see this, let me know. I'm happy to keep playing it. I have it forever because I got a review code, or a stream code. So, let me know. And if not, we'll just keep moving on. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate is out. I wouldn't mind just seeing how that runs. I don't know if I want to pay $30 just for the Yuffie story, because I'm not into that writing. But there'll be plenty of stuff to be covering, as opposed to just games. But we're going to be back streaming to YouTube, DLive, Facebook, and all that stuff. Streaming 4 or 5 times a week. And I will be back in 50 minutes with Games Fest. I'll probably come on like 5 or 10 minutes before. Cubic, you like this game? This game I highly recommend. I have a review, a non-spoiler review, on our YouTube channel as well. Why don't I link that? But if you're watching this video on YouTube, it is over. Oh, Euro 2020. Yeah, that's right. Stream starts in 20 minutes? Really? Summer Games Fest kickoff. I thought it was at 2. No. It happens at 2. So I'll just come on like 10 minutes before and make sure everything works. Summer Games Fest. That would be fun. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go and get some fresh air, and I'll be back before the show starts. Let me just confirm this. Go consumer VR. Yeah, I want consumer VR. Oh, go consume air. Oh. Yeah, I see what you mean. Why won't it let me open it up in fucking YouTube? There we go. Yeah, they're just gonna start it up at in 15 minutes, and they're just gonna like blah. Probably should show nothing. I signed up for the newsletter. Thanks, Cubic. Ratchet and Clank. Alright. There's the review. Okay, guys, I'll be back in like half an hour. Probably 1:45 and start setting up for Games Fest. See you then.